Today on Moto Next Spark, we're diving into one of the most unconventional and cult classic machines ever revived by Honda at the 2026 Honda Big Ruckus PS250. This isn't just a scooter, and it's definitely not a motorcycle in the traditional sense. The Big Ruckus sits proudly in its own category, blending industrial design, relaxed cruiser ergonomics, and Honda's legendary reliability into a machine that's as bold as it is practical. If you've ever wanted something that turns heads without screaming for attention, something minimal yet muscular, this might be the most interesting two-wheeler Honda has brought back in years. At first glance, the 2026 Honda Big Ruckus PS250 looks like it rolled straight out of a futuristic industrial sketchbook. There's no bodywork trying to hide the mechanics here. Instead, Honda doubles down on exposed metal, visible welds, and a rugged tubular steel frame that instantly gives the Big Ruckus a raw, mechanical personality. The matte finish panels, minimalist front cowl, and wide stance give it a presence that feels closer to a custom build than a factory-produced vehicle. Honda hasn't tried to modernize the Big Ruckus by smoothing out its edges. Instead, they've embraced its utilitarian DNA and refined it with better materials and tighter build quality. The seating position is one of the most distinctive elements of the Big Ruckus experience. You sit low, almost reclined, with your feet stretched forward and wide handlebars coming naturally to hand. It feels more like sitting in a low-slung cruiser chair than riding a scooter. The seat itself is thickly padded, supportive, and designed for long, relaxed rides. Honda has subtly updated the foam density and seat contour for 2026, making it even more comfortable for extended urban cruising or laid-back highway runs. This is a machine built for riders who value comfort and posture just as much as style. Powering the 2026 Big Ruckus PS250 is a liquid-cooled, single-cylinder 250cc engine that's all about smoothness and usability rather than outright performance. Honda's focus here is on refined torque delivery, low vibration, and consistent power across the rev range. The engine is paired with a CVT automatic transmission, making the Big Ruckus incredibly easy to ride, especially in traffic. Twist the throttle and the power comes on smoothly, with no jerks or surprises. It's a scooter drivetrain, yes, but one that feels far more substantial than most people expect. In real-world riding, the Big Ruckus feels surprisingly confident. Acceleration off the line is smooth and steady, perfect for urban environments where stop-and-go traffic is the norm. The 250cc engine provides enough punch to keep up with city traffic effortlessly and cruise comfortably at highway speeds without feeling strained. Honda has tuned the engine to be relaxed rather than aggressive, which fits the overall personality of the bike perfectly. This is not a machine that begs to be ridden hard. It encourages you to slow down, enjoy the ride, and let the world pass by. One of the biggest improvements in the 2026 model comes in the refinement of the engine and drivetrain. Throttle response is cleaner, vibrations are noticeably reduced, and the CVT tuning feels more responsive than older versions. Honda has also worked on improving fuel efficiency, making the Big Ruckus a practical option for daily commuting as well as weekend cruising. Expect real-world fuel economy figures that easily outperform many traditional motorcycles in the same displacement range. Handling on the Big Ruckus is another area where expectations are pleasantly challenged. The long wheelbase and low center of gravity give it excellent stability, especially at higher speeds. It feels planted and predictable, even when the road surface isn't perfect. The wide tires add to the sense of confidence, offering plenty of grip during cornering and braking. While it's not designed for aggressive lean angles or sporty riding, it handles curves with a calm, composed demeanor that makes it very easy to trust. Suspension setup on the 2026 Big Ruckus PS250 is tuned for comfort above all else. The front suspension absorbs bumps and road imperfections smoothly, while the rear shock has been updated to provide better damping and improved ride quality. This makes a noticeable difference on uneven city roads and longer highway stretches. The bike glides over imperfections rather than crashing through them, reinforcing its role as a relaxed cruiser rather than a performance machine. Braking duties are handled by a disc brake setup that offers predictable and consistent stopping power. Honda has integrated modern safety features like updated braking components and improved brake feel, giving riders confidence in both emergency stops and everyday riding. The brakes aren't overly aggressive, but they're well matched to the bike's weight and performance characteristics, delivering smooth and controlled deceleration. The instrument cluster stays true to the Big Ruckus's minimalist philosophy. Instead of a flashy digital display, Honda opts for a clean, easy-to-read layout that provides essential information without clutter. Speed, fuel level, warning lights, and basic indicators are presented clearly, allowing the rider to focus on the road rather than menus and settings. This simplicity is a big part of the Big Ruckus charm, and it feels refreshingly honest in an age of overly complex dashboards. Lighting on the 2026 model has been updated with modern LED elements while maintaining the bike's rugged aesthetic. The headlamp offers improved visibility for night riding, and the rear lighting is clean, functional, and durable. Honda has ensured that the lighting upgrades enhance safety without compromising the bike's distinctive visual identity. Storage is another practical highlight. The Big Ruckus features underseat storage and additional utility-focused compartments that make it genuinely usable for everyday life. Whether you're carrying a helmet, groceries, or personal items, the bike offers more practicality than its stripped-down appearance might suggest. Honda understands that riders drawn to the Big Ruckus lifestyle still need real-world usability. One of the biggest unique selling points of the 2026 Honda Big Ruckus PS250 is its identity. In a market crowded with look-alike scooters and aggressively styled motorcycles, the Big Ruckus stands alone. It's unapologetically different. It appeals to riders who want something unique, something that feels custom without the headaches of maintaining a custom build. It's a bike for creatives, urban explorers, and riders who see motorcycles as an extension of personal style. Honda's legendary reliability plays a huge role here as well. The Big Ruckus may look unconventional, but underneath the industrial styling is classic Honda engineering. Low maintenance requirements, long service intervals, and proven mechanical components make it a dependable choice for daily use. This combination of bold design and trusted engineering is something very few manufacturers can pull off convincingly. Now let's talk price. The expected price of the 2026 Honda Big Ruckus PS250 is likely to land around $5,800 to $6,200. Depending on the market and region. This positions it competitively against premium scooters and entry-level motorcycles, especially when you factor in its build quality, unique design, and long-term reliability. In markets like Asia and Europe, pricing may vary slightly due to taxes and import costs, but it remains a strong value proposition for what it offers. So who is the Big Ruckus really for? It's not aimed at hardcore sport riders or off-road adventurers. Instead, it's designed for riders who value comfort, individuality, and effortless riding. It's perfect for city cruising, relaxed highway journeys, and anyone who wants a machine that feels different every time they throw a leg over it. The Big Ruckus doesn't chase trends and creates its own lane. In the end, the 2026 Honda Big Ruckus PS250 is more than just a scooter revival. It's a statement, a reminder that motorcycles don't all need to look or feel the same. Honda has taken a bold design from the past and refined it for modern riders without losing its soul. For those who appreciate minimalist engineering, relaxed performance, and standout style, the Big Ruckus might just be one of the most interesting two-wheelers you can buy in 2026.